Hey guys, it's Michael, aka Bob, again for vlog number 2. This week we're going to be talking about the Cyborg Manifesto by Donna Haraway. And I've got to say that this read was it felt a little out of place compared to the other ones. The author jumped around a lot, and I didn't completely understand the main point, but for whatever reason, there was a lot of information. There was a lot of good information, I thought, overall. It was extremely helpful to research some of the timeline. The timeline that was things that were going on at the time. It helped me understand a little better of what she was referring to when she was talking about things in the Reagan administration and the women's movement. After all, I wasn't even born, during that time. So when I first Googled the article, I found that there were hundreds, if not thousands, of interpretations of it. Of course, with a name like Cyborg Manifesto, it's kind of hard not to be a big deal. One, Teresa M. Synth, the first review I found on Google, had a very detailed explanation. She mentioned her 4 descriptions of what cyborg is, and that they are not discrete but rather codeterminate. One category is constantly redefining the other. Even though she didn't conclude her summary with this article, in her own words, Cynthia believed Haraway's final point was that she would rather be a cyborg than a goddess, even though the creation and destruction are bound to be part of the spiral dance of the cyborg future. So I found that the little bit of information in trying to make sense of why a cyborg would be a creature of lived social reality and still be a creature of fiction, I thought, why not be one or the other? And reading Teresa Synth's article really helped me understand that it can be both. Another writer, Carolyn Keene, who did put her own input inside her own summary, said that Haraway isn't doing a lot new. What is interesting is that the rhetorical strategy, the suggestion that an anti-science stance is unrealistic and ignores potential pleasures and the potential value of science fiction. Another source of information from an unnamed author states that the main idea behind the fractured identities section of the manifesto is the identity of woman is untenable, and the solution that Haraway seems to offer is to give up the desire of purity and innocence and originality. And I thought that was also an interesting point. And trying to help me understand this whole article, I ended up watching 2 or 3 actually YouTube videos. So after I watched the first video on the manifesto, I was a little dumbfounded, so I found another video that I saw. And in this video, it was actually an essay written, and the video was it gave a lot of clear examples, and it was super helpful in grasping all the ideas presented by Haraway. The first example was about the car and how it was a tool to get from point A to point B, but evolved into an extension because people used it so often and it became more and more convenient. And so instead of going from point A to point B, people were going from point A to point B to point C. And that was one example that kind of exemplified the whole article. The final source was the video also, and it was a bit obscure. I'm still not sure exactly what it was saying. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because it was so far out and radical that I think it's a really good something to watch after. Pretty much one of the main points that it was saying was that to liberate ourselves, we must construct a new consciousness. An interesting thing to note is that the majority of the reviews I saw on Google were written by women. So I'm wondering if that says anything about the feminist movement in general. So that's my video this time, my vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it also, and let me know what you think. Peace.